fellow followers, and welcome to FanZcene. And today, after you, please stop with these remakes. Please stop with these remakes. Over this past week, we got confirmation that Disney Plus is planning on a gender swap remake of Flight of the Navigator with director Bryce Dallas Howard. And over at on Warner Brothers side of things, they announced that they will be remaking Whitney Houston's and Kevin Costner's all-time classic, The Bodyguard, and also they will be remaking one of my favorites and a true vampire cult classic, The Lost Boys. Before I get into what I want to say is I'm not against remakes. Honestly, I'm not against remakes. I think remakes can be done and they can be done well, but there are films that do not need to be remade, such like The Lost Boys, The Bodyguard, or Flight of the Navigator. I always go back to John Carpenter's The Thing remake and the 80s remakes of The Blob and The Fly. All three of those remakes are really great remakes, and they were respectful to the source material. The people that made those films were also fans of the original films, and those films that they were remaking, although they did have their fan base and an audience, and they were somewhat successful, but they weren't like huge into the pop culture zeitgeist as they are now. So they hit those remakes at the right time and remade the right films. And though I will admit though that those films were made at a different time in a different era where creativity was more free, was more allowed, and so they were able to do different things with these remakes and do what they want and make what they want. But they managed to bring fans of the old films and fans of these new remake films that they made in these 80s together. Now, in today's day and age, in today's Hollywood, they can't do that. They're just taking the names of like The Bodyguard, which was done so well with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, and films like Flight of the Navigator, which Disney just cannot seem to get enough of destroying franchises for whatever reason, and then taking The Lost Boys, which you don't need to remake these, and just Warner Brothers and Disney are just doing this for the name recognition, and there will be no creativity to this. There will be no nothing new brought to the table with these things. And as you can already see, they've already gender swapped out Flight of the Navigator, and I have nothing against Bryce Dallas Howard. I actually like her. I think she's a great director, but I think this shouldn't be done. And what they're going to probably do with The Bodyguard. You know how they'll probably switch that dynamic around. That's just the way today is in Hollywood. And you've seen the picture there with the cast of the new Lost Boys and the director and stuff. So it's just not going to work. It's just being made for content, name recognition, to make a quick buck. And that with everything going to streaming and theatrical movies going out of the way, it's just going to be turned around for quick profit, like I said, and just content and not entertainment, and I'm not stupid. I know that films, even from the 80s, the 90s, the 50s, 60s, they always had sort of political things going on in them. But where they were different than today's is that, that wasn't the main focus of these films. Yeah, they were in there. Sometimes they were hidden in there. Sometimes they were upfront about it. But they mainly focused on story, character, entertainment, fun, and all that other stuff that was in there was sort of second nature. And, I was watching Chris Gore on Friday Night Tights, and he did a video recently where he talked about 99% films today are garbage, which I did a reaction to here that you can see. And I tend to agree with him. But on Friday Night Tights, he was saying something like, because, we complain a lot today in today's society about identity politics being in our films and these type of films, being forced out. Well, these films have always sort of been made, and they've usually been made in independent, indie side of film, and where he said that those films tend to have an audience of like 10,000 people, and they're enjoyed by those people, whereas today's Hollywood has sort of like took that and made it in everything and more about that in these movies, and that's why you see so many of these movies not being so successful, because not everybody's made to see this. We all have subjective tastes. We all like what we like. We all enjoy what we like. And, there's a certain audience for everything, but when you're trying to pigeonhole everybody into this one audience of this one section of identity politics and beliefs and political bombardment in your face, you're going to lose. You're just going to lose. And we're seeing it happen more and more. And that's why there's so many movies that are coming and going that just aren't memorable, aren't lasting, and people aren't watching, and you're losing money. So back to the remake things is, that's what's going to happen to these remakes, and I just don't want this to happen. I don't want these films to be remade. I love these films as is, and yes, I'm going to be honest with you. I won't watch the remakes. I don't want them. I hope they get stopped before they get made. It won't take away my enjoyment of the, you know, the original Bodyguard with Whitney Houston, Kevin Costner, the original Lost Boys, and the Flight of the Navigator. It won't take away my enjoyment from them because I still have them. They're mine. I can ignore those, but it's still aggravating and it's still there and it's still like, can you just stop? Just stop. And I know there's people out there that are, you know, looking forward to these remakes, and that I'm absolutely fine with that. If you want to watch these remakes, I'm all for it. I'm not against that, and I would never ever tell you not to watch anything based on me, you know, based on my likes and what I want. So if you want to watch them, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead. But I'm telling you that I don't want them. I'm just saying, I know they're going to be made because of the name, to make money, to force in identity politics, to gender swap like they're already doing, to do role reversals that they'll probably do, and just to make these subpar, crappy films that I don't think will be very successful. Will they make money? Yeah, because that's just what they're designed to do. So they will make money, but they won't last. They won't be memorable. They will probably end up losing money in the long run after they make that first bit of money, which is what they tend to do nowadays. But that's just up to me. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. Are you against these remakes? Are you for these remakes? Let me know in all this in the comment section down below. And don't be afraid to speak your opinion, because if you're for them and you're really looking for them, go ahead and say so. I would never turn you away or turn anybody away if they have a different opinion than me, because I like discussion. I like you know, talking with people. I like reading the comments. I like knowing what you guys think, and I really do want to know what you guys think on all this. So let me know all this. And if you like this video, please give it a like. If you did not like this video, you go ahead and give it a dislike. No hurt feelings here. Please share this video out for everybody to see. And if you liked what you saw, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. I would truly appreciate it if I earned your subscription. Please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. I thank you for watching. Godspeed.